But alright guys, that was it. That was all the superheroes and all the villains that I introduced. Now let's move on to the other extra characters that I made that are technically side characters. Now these are some side characters that I did show in the last few videos, and of course I'm gonna go ahead and introduce them. First up is this character, the evil scientist. Now I don't really have that much backstory, but I did show him in the Super Spirit X video. You guys can go check that out. Just go ahead and watch it. Next character is this angel character, Chelsea. Now, I already explained a little bit of her origin story in the Super Spirit X video. If you guys want to go check that out, go ahead and check that out. Next character is this character, Joshua. I already showed him and explained his origin story in the Shadow Seas video. If you guys want to go check that out, go ahead and check that out. Alright, next two are probably my favorite ones. Evil Bright Bella and Evil December. These are evil clone versions of Bright Bella and December. And here's the origin story. The origin story about these two, how they were created by the evil scientist. And also the evil scientist, he's the one responsible for turning Bright Bella into the purple demon girl. And so now he takes DNA from Bright Bella and December, and then he ends up cloning and ends up creating evil Bright Bella and evil December. Next are these two giant monsters that will be the giant big bad monsters for my superhero universe. The Cthulhu and the Leviathan. Oh man, these two monsters are going to be crazy. Next character is this character, Elemental. Now I already did show her and I did say she is a villain for the new Race Saviors or the Base Avengers. And here's technically the origin story about Elemental. She kind of creates herself. Let me explain. So like different elements like fire, water, earth, air, lightning, snow, ice, like all of the elements from different universe, they start going into the universe realm where like it's a realm where like it has like all the portals and different dimensions to like other different universes. All of the elements have like came together into the realm, and then boom, like Elemental was created. She like actually like she creates herself. Something similar to Space Godzilla, where Space Godzilla, technically he creates his own self in space. Like, it's because like Godzilla, like the real Godzilla, his DNA was sent to space to like some magical star, and then boom, Space Godzilla was born. And Elemental, she has like all the powers of all the elements: fire, water, earth, air, ice, snow, lightning. And I know like the lightning one and the ice one technically don't count as elements, but it doesn't matter because a little bit was from Ninjago, because you know in Ninjago like all the ninjas, they have all the powers of elements. Like I know lightning probably doesn't count as an element, but whatever. And another cool thing about Elemental, she also has the ability to like summon and create like creatures made out of like fire, water, like basically all the elementals. Like she can basically create and like summon like other like looking beings that have elemental powers, but like it's the elemental that they're associated with. Like there's like she can create a fire person, a water person, an earth, an ice, like basically anything. But she's practically obviously the leader of the elementals because she's obviously elemental. And there is one story that I do have where Elemental basically becomes the girlfriend for Master Kill. It's going to be kind of like from Avatar Fire and Ash, where the Colonel ends up beating the Fire Lady in Avatar Fire and Ash. That's kind of what it's going to be like a little bit. Alright, next one is probably my favorite one, Super Asylum. Now, here's basically the origin story. Asylum, yes, so like this is Asylum where his suit is red. Well, he turns into Super Asylum where his suit turns purple, his hair turns purple, and like his lightning turns purple, and his laser eyes also turn purple as well, and he can actually fly, and like he's very super powerful. What inspired me to do this was, of course, Super Sonic and Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. But here's how regular Asylum turns into Super Asylum. The 5 Angels of Heaven, the ones that gave him the superpowers, they actually like go inside of him, like they're like inside of him, like literally turning him into Super Asylum, and they give him full ultra superpowers. And here's another crazy thing though, his third form, he also turns into a super powerful purple dragon. And I call him Super Insane Asylum Dragon. And how does he turn into the dragon? Well, of course, the angels, they give him a powerful golden cross, and then he turns into the powerful dragon. And the angels are still inside of him, like, giving him, like, all the powers and abilities. And then, of course, I also did a new Super Asylum. Here's my drawing of all the characters that I did in my journal on paper. That's all of them. Yep, that's all of them. Alright guys, that was all the characters, that was all the superheroes, all the villains that I showed. Now I'm gonna go ahead, before I start talking about ideas and stories and plans for the future, let me go ahead and talk about something else.